Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be a short, gentle practice today. I have not posted anything in the last few weeks. I've been feeling not the greatest with that cold cough thing, this lingering cough that's really kind of wreaked havoc on my body. So I'm feeling pretty sore, my chest, my upper back, my neck, pretty sore. So this practice will be in line with that to hopefully give you some relief if you've been maybe feeling the same, or if you've been dealing with any stress in any area of your life. We tend to hold a lot of stress in those areas, the upper back, the chest, the head, the neck, find ourselves contracting forward. So we're going to hopefully move through a few practices here to give you a little bit of relief. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat. Before we get started, you may want a couple of blocks for the practice. You may want a blanket or a yoga bolster as well. If you don't have it, no big deal, we can work around. This is my yoga bolster we'll use for the end of the practice. And I'm also sitting up on a yoga blanket. You could also use a towel as well, works great. So just find a comfortable seat to begin your practice. You can have the shins crossed, the legs extended, the legs wide. If you prefer to sit in Vajrasana, coming to sit on the heels with the knees bent, then feel free to do that also. And bring yourself into your seat and just have a nice upright alignment of the spine. If you're sitting and you feel like your pelvis is rolling back and rounding out through your low back, then definitely give yourself a little lift. Sit up on something so you can elevate the hips a little bit higher than the knees and find that upright alignment through your spine. If it feels okay for you, you can close your eyes or just find a soft gaze. And begin to allow yourself to arrive here on your mat for your practice, taking this time for you, for yourself, being with yourself, body, mind, breath, and spirit, and just letting go of the rest of your day for now, letting go of your to-do list, anything pressing, let it all go for the moment and just be here. Enjoy this sacred time with yourself. And just check in, take stock, notice how you're feeling. Let go of any judgment, but just assess. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Your body, your mind, your spirit. How does your breath feel? And as always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through this practice. And if you like to take that intention off of the mat out into the world with you. And take a deep breath in through your nose and then sigh it out of your mouth. Make an audible sigh. Another deep breath in through your nose and then sigh it out through your mouth. And one more deep breath like that. Clear everything out. Deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through your mouth. Now we'll move through just a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. You can open your eyes for a moment and just take a peek at me. We use the right hand to close off the right nostril, and then you can use your left ring finger pinky to close off the left nostril, and we'll move side to side, closing off one nostril at a time, breathing in and out through the other side, the open side of the nostril. So take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And now we'll close off the left nostril with the right fingers, ring finger, pinky finger. Inhale in through the right nostril. And then take your right thumb and close off that right nostril. Open up the left nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Now inhale in through your left nostril. Close it off. Open up the right nostril. Breathe out through the right. Inhale in through the right nostril. Close it off. Open up the left nostril and breathe out. Breathe in through the left nostril. Close it off. Exhale out through the right. Inhale in through the right. Close it off. Exhale out through the left. Inhale in through your left nostril. Close it off, and then back over to the right side. Now a few more times, you just follow your breath. Release your hand down. Take another breath or two in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. And then you can slowly begin to blink your eyes open. And now take a deep breath in. As you do, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Hug them up. And then relax your shoulders down as you exhale. Again, on the inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. And as you exhale, release the shoulders down. A couple more of those. Inhaling, shoulders lift. Exhaling as you release the shoulders down. Then let that go. Reach the left hand over to the left side. You can reach it out to the side or down to the floor. Slowly begin to drop your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Hold here or reach your right hand around to the left ear and just give a gentle press here. Gently open up through that left side of your neck. And then left hand comes back to that left thigh. Release that right hand. Slowly bring your head up to center. Now we'll reach the right hand, right arm out to the right side. Fingers just reaching out to the side or down to the mat. Slowly drop that left ear over towards left shoulder. If you like, reach that left hand around to the right ear now. Just a gentle press here. And then release that left hand, bring it down, bring the right hand back to that right thigh. Let's do it one more time to each side. Left arm reaches out to the left side, down to the mat if you like. Right ear tilts over towards that right shoulder. And then again, if you like, reach the right hand around for that left ear. You can move that left hand around, forward or back, lift it up or down a little bit. Find where you get the best opening through that side of the neck. And then bring the hands back to the lap, head comes back up. Right arm reaches out to the right side, maybe down to the floor. Tilt your head over to the left. And then if you like, reach that left hand around for the right ear. Breath or two here. And then release the hands. Bring your head back up to center. Let's reach that right arm across the chest. Bend that left elbow, hook that right arm, pull it into your chest. And then release that other side. Left arm crosses in front of the chest. You bend that right elbow. Now hook the left arm with the right arm and pull it in towards your chest. And then release that. Now let's interlace fingers at the low back. Elbows bent, or you can bring the arms a little bit straighter. Begin to pull the hands off of the back and lift up your heart. Maybe lift the chin and the gaze up a little bit. And then bring the chin down towards the chest, or just neutral here, and begin to slowly fold from the hips. Bring yourself forward, hands staying at low back or reaching up off of the back. And then root down through the sit bones, pull yourself back up. Release your hands, give your arms a little shake here. And now we'll cactus the arms, reach the arms up. So elbows are about shoulder level-ish. And then we'll begin to pull the shoulder blades towards each other behind you. So really hug the shoulders towards each other. Imagine that you have an orange in between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze that orange. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And also begin to lift up the heart, and again, lift that chin up just a little bit. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. And then slowly for the count of 10, begin to lower the elbows down to the sides and the arms as you slowly bring your head back up to center. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it again. Reach the arms up, cactus the arms, pull the shoulder blades towards each other behind you. Begin to lift up the heart, lift up the chin just a little bit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then for the count of 10, slowly and gradually relax. Bring the arms down and the head back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Cactusing the arms again, hugging shoulder blades towards each other, little lift of the heart and the chin, squeeze those shoulder blades. And again, for the count of 10, we'll relax the arms down, bring the head back to its starting position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just turn your head to look over to the right. Bring your head back to center. Turn your head, look over towards the left. Bring your head back to center. Now drop your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Roll your chin down to your chest. Roll your chin over towards that left shoulder, left ear over towards left shoulder, and then chin back to the center. And then bring your head all the way back up. Couple little shoulder shrugs. Loosen things up. And now let's bring the arms up into that cactus position again. Lift up the heart, gently pull the shoulders towards each other again. And now we'll begin to curl things in. Reach the arms forward, round through your back. Feel the spread of the shoulder blades. Bring the palms together. Gently drop the chin down towards the chest. And then we'll open the arms up again, cactus the arms. Lift the chin, and then we begin to round through the upper back. Spread the shoulders, reach the arms forward, palms come back together, chin tucks back towards the chest. And let's do that one more time. Lift the heart, cactus the arms, and then we round through the back. Reach the arms forward, palms come back together. Rounding through that upper back, chin dropping down to chest. And then bring yourself back up. Palms together. And then release the arms down. Let's take it over onto the hands and knees. Coming into a table. We'll roll through a few rounds of our cat-cow. Inhaling as you soften the belly, let it drop down, lift your tail and lift your heart, lift your gaze, and then as you exhale, press down into your fingers, round your back up towards the ceiling. Drop the tail down towards the mat, and a couple more times, roll yourself through, nice and easy. Feeling the articulation of the spine as you round yourself up. And then bring yourself into a neutral spine table again. And now we'll step that right foot out to the right side. So you could come and face the long edge of the mat as I'm doing here. Keep yourself on the mat. You may want to block for this, so grab one of your blocks and have it handy. Hands down on the floor, right toes pointed towards the top end of the mat, knee pointing up, knee, toes pointing in same direction, and then begin to slowly walk yourself up to come up and stand on that left knee, foot, shin. We'll reach the arms out to the side. And now begin to reach that left hand down to your mat or to a block, and begin to spin your heart up towards the ceiling. So this is not a side bend, this is more of a chest opener. You can reach that right arm up, maybe out to the right side a little bit. And then root down into the feet. Begin to pull yourself back up and reach the arms out to the sides again. Let's do that one more time. Slowly, left hand comes down to the mat or to a block. Spin the heart up towards the ceiling. Reach that right arm up and out to the right side. And then root down into your feet. Lift yourself back up. Hands come down to the mat. We'll step that right leg in and take this to the other side. Step that left foot down to that long end of the mat or the other end of the mat. Toes pointing down to the end. Walk yourself up. Come and stand up on this right knee, foot, shin. Reach the arms out to the sides. And then we'll slowly begin to reach that right hand down to the mat or to a block. Begin to spin the heart up towards the ceiling. And then root down into that left foot, into that right knee, foot, shin. Pull yourself back up. And let's do it again. Right hand reaches down to the mat. Spin your heart up towards the ceiling, left arm reaching up along that left ear. And then press down into the feet, hug in and up through the belly and lift yourself back up. Take hands down to the mat. And now turn yourself back to face top of the mat again. Come up to stand on the knees. You could have your toes curled under behind you or tops of the feet down to the mat. Stick the thumbs into the armpits. Hug in through the inner legs. Lift up with your thumbs. Find some length up through your spine. Crown of the head reaching up. And then we'll take the hands around to the low back. You can have the fingers pointing up or down or in or out, whatever feels best for you. Hug your elbows in towards each other and feel that action lift you up through the heart. Maybe you shift the gaze up a little bit. And then pull yourself back up. Sit yourself back down for a moment. Grab your yoga blocks. Just have them handy next to you. Let's take it back up onto the knees. Hands around to the low back. Elbows hugging in. Feel the heart lift. Pelvis radiate forward. Can keep your gaze forward. Or if it feels okay for your neck, maybe you shift the gaze up a little bit. You can stay here with hands right where they are at the low back, or maybe reach your hands around to the tops of your blocks. And then hug in through the inner legs. Walk the hands back to the low back. Come all the way back up and sit yourself back down. Turn the palms to face up on your thighs. Pause here for a breath. And then again, we'll take it up onto the knees, shins. Hands around to low back again. Elbows hugging in. Keep it here, or again, you reach back for your blocks. Maybe if it's available to you, you can reach back for your heels. Pelvis forward. Heart lifted. Hug in through the inner legs. Bring the chin back to the chest. Hands come back up to that low back. You pull yourself back up. And then drop yourself back down to sit on your heels. Turn the palms up. Let's take another breath here. And now we'll take it forward, back onto the hands and knees. And step your right foot back, come up onto ball of that right foot. Step the left foot back, come onto ball of that left foot. So you're bringing yourself into a plank position. Press down through the hands, out through the heels, collarbones reaching forward. Now you can stay in your plank, or if that feels like a little bit too much, you can drop your knees down here. So either or. And then we'll move into some plank push-ups here to relieve the upper back. So we'll press down into the hands, round your back up towards the ceiling. So almost a little bit of a cat-cow in our plank pose here. And then slowly begin to lower the chest down. You draw the shoulder blades towards each other behind you. So keep that belly lifting. And then again, press into the hands, round up through the back, feel the shoulder blades spread. And then we'll lower the chest down. Shoulder blades draw towards each other behind you. One more time, press into your hands, round the back up, spread the shoulder blades. Last time, lower the chest down. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Press yourself back up into a plank. Lower knees down to the mat. Find your way down onto your belly. And we'll take it into a crocodile. So either take the arms, one on top of the other, forearms, rest your forehead down onto the backs of the arms or the hands, or you could bend the elbows and bring the hands to rest underneath the chin. And take a few deep breaths here. And then we'll bring the arms down. Let's thread the right arm underneath the chest. Bend that left knee, bring that left knee out to the side. And you can either rest your forehead, rest your right cheek, temple down to the mat. Begin to peel that left arm open, bringing yourself into a reclining twist. And then we'll bring everything back over, back onto your belly. And do that same thing on the other side. Now thread that left arm underneath the chest, bend that right knee, bring it out to that right side, and then we'll peel the left arm open, the right arm open as you roll onto your back, finding a reclining twist. And then roll yourself back over onto your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back into child's pose. Bring your bum back to your heels. Forehead to the mat, or again, stack the arms, rest your forehead on the arms. Bring yourself back to sit on your heels. And then take your palms, your hands, one on top of the other, elbows out to the side. Bring your hands underneath your chin. So you're sort of lifting up your chin with your hands. Reach the elbows up. Release that down. Let's take fingers to tops of your shoulders, elbows out to the sides, and then circle the elbows around, forward, and then backward. And then release the arms down. Give yourself a few little shoulder shrugs. And now we'll just take it into our final relaxation for a few moments. And this is where the bolster comes in. If you have one, grab it, put it sort of vertically along your mat. If you don't have a bolster, you could use a couple of blocks here. You could also use a pillow or a blanket or towel and put that behind you. So if you're using the bolster, you may also want to take your blanket or towel, fold it in half, put it up at the top of your bolster for your head. And then you can sit in front of your bolster. Give yourself maybe an inch or 2 or 3 between your low back and bolster. Begin to lay yourself back so the bolster hits you probably around the bottom of the ribs. And you just lay back. Open the arms out to the side. You can have the knees bent, feet planted on the mat. Could take the feet wide, knock the knees in. Could extend the legs out. And if you do not have a bolster here, but you do have a couple of blocks, you could just line up your blocks behind you, probably on the, the low height. One underneath your ribs, rib cage, shoulder blades, and one underneath the back of your head. So that'll work too. Same idea. All right, so whatever props you're using here, close your eyes or find that steady gaze again. Maybe give your head a little rock from side to side. And then allow your head to come back to center and just let go of any effort. Let everything relax. And stay here for as long as you like. A couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you've got. And when you feel ready, begin to call yourself back. Bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Let's take one more deep breath in through your nose and then sigh out of your mouth. Come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with ourselves. You're doing great. You're awesome. You are loved. Give yourself a little love. Cross both arms over your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then release the arms. Roll yourself over to one side. Slowly press yourself up into a seated position. Bring your palms together at your heart. Thank you so very much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope it helped a little bit. Hope you feel good now. With love and gratitude, namaste.